I didn't realize how much setting this really big goal at the end of the year was starting to take its toll on me and was starting to affect me in a negative way. So I, as a coach, always tell people to make goals that are big, that they're beautiful, and that basically they scare you. They scare the shit out of you. But I always tell coaches never to let these goals define you. And when I hit 100K, I set out into the world, I am gonna make 500K by the end of this year in sales. I'm gonna do it. And that was a fun goal for me. It was a goal that stretched me. It was a goal that scared the shit out of me. It was everything I wanted it to be. And then it wasn't. It turned into something so much, I don't wanna say worse, but it ended up really crafting about 5 months of my coaching career in a way that I didn't want it to. It no longer became a big fun goal. It became a weight that was on my shoulders, literally just crushing me slowly, just slowly crushing me. And I don't even think I realized it until this past weekend when we did an exercise. And I'm not gonna go into what the exercise entailed, but it was so powerful. And it was all about language. It's kind of the underlining theme. It's like, what language are you using in your everyday life? And how language can affect you when you don't even realize that it's affecting you. And how powerful and strong language can be. And I am a type of person who always says, language is so important. Listen to what you're saying. If I always say, and you've probably heard this on live videos before, if you're speaking of the future, it's not if, it's when, right? The power of language. If you say if, you don't, it's uncertainty. If you say when, it's 100% certainty. And so this exercise, it literally just shook me to my fucking core because I didn't even realize that I was really feeling this way until afterwards, until it was literally read back to me by another coach. It was read back to me. My words were read back to me. And it was such a fucking eye-awakening experience in the best and the worst way possible. And the one thing we had to pick, basically one thing to talk about. And so I was speaking about my sales goal. I want to hit 500K by the end of the year. And all of a sudden I started using these words. Tired of being in my head. Restricted. Hustle. I kept the Post-its. Exhausted. Listen to these words. Tired. Pressure. Stress. Feel like I always need to do more. Suffocating. This one hurt. And doubting. Each one of these Post-its literally were not words thrown at me. They were words that came out of my own mouth. They were things I was feeling that I didn't even realize I was feeling. And the most scary realization of these Post-its is that it was all being caused by me. All of this pressure, all of this doubt, all of this anxiety, all of this suffocating feeling was being called and it was being put on myself by my fucking self. I was sitting here and I was forcing myself to do more, to make more, to do more, to make more, to hustle, to go, to never slow down. And I came to the realization I have been launching since January. Every single week since January, I have been launching. I've been selling something, trying to get people into a program, all to reach this goal that ultimately was supposed to be a fun goal. But this goal ended up being this fucking rock that I allowed to put on my own shoulders, that I allowed this rock to literally weigh me down. And every month, instead of being this is such an incredible thing that I did, I was like, how much closer am I to that goal? Am I 200,000 away from that goal? Am I 300,000 away from that goal? Oh my God, that goal. I turned something that was so beautiful and so amazing into something that was so heavy and full of pressure. And so as I was going through this realization and as I was literally getting my words read back to me, I just started bawling hysterically. And I was like, oh my God, I am the cause of all of this. There is no one in my life that is sitting here and putting pressure on me. Adam is not saying you need to make more money. My family is not saying you need to make more money. In fact, they're saying the bipolar opposite. Holy shit, you've made so much money. Holy shit, you've done so well. Oh my God, I can't believe what you did. This is incredible. The only one putting pressure on me is myself. And I think as women in general, we put so much pressure on ourselves. So much pressure on ourselves already to make it into the online space that we don't need to add more fucking pressure onto ourselves. And I keep thinking back to what was so different when I first started my business opposed to what was different now. And my goal of my business at the beginning was to make $8,000. $8,000 for the year. And so I came in with no expectations and no pressure. None. And then as I started to bring in more sales and get better and better and the numbers started growing and growing, I started putting these boulders on my shoulder of you need to make more, you need to make more. And for what? To just sit here and say to people, I made $500,000 in sales this year. Who the fuck cares? And I mean that with the utmost respect, but that was totally ego-driven. 100% ego-driven. And that was a fucking come to Jesus moment I had to have with myself over this weekend. It wasn't about, yes, I wanted to prove to women that they can make sales without all of the bullshit that every business coach is like jamming down their fucking throat. And I've proven that. So why do I need to hit this fucking number that is now looming over my head? And it was totally egocentric. And to have that moment, that realization of holy fucking shit, this has become more about ego than it is anything else, was like getting crotch punched in the worst way. I use the word crotch punch. It's like getting the wind knocked out of you. And so it was like one of those moments where I was just like, oh my fucking God. And so I feel like I'm having a lot of even resistance the second I got home to release this feeling, to release this. I need to let this idea of 500K go. If I hit it, great. If I don't, who the fuck cares? I've made more progress in 7 months than I have in 7 years of my fucking life. And so I am the type of person, and if you've been in some of my programs, you know, in order to let things go, I need to destroy things. That is just, I am a generally, I guess, aggressive type of person when it comes to something like this. I feel like in order to fully release something that you are holding on to so much, you have to destroy it. And so I'm going to destroy it today in front of you guys. I'm going to take each Post-it and I'm going to burn it. And I am not going to burn it. Look how much I'm shaking. And I'm going to let this go. I'm letting go pressure today. Don't worry, I have a bucket of water. I'm going to let go of self-doubt today. I am like shaking. I am going to let go of being suffocated today. I am going to let go of the feeling that I need to do more because I have already done so much. This one I want to let burn a little bit more. Never feeling like it's enough. Never feeling like it's good enough. Never feeling like I'm pushing hard enough. I'm going to let go of stress today. I'm going to let go of being tired of being in my own head, because I am so tired of being in my own head. And I'm sure each and every single one of you have been at this point in your life where you literally cannot function without being in your own head. it's like you were constantly having these conversations with yourself of just over and over in your head, like, am I enough? Am I good enough? Am I smart enough? Am I always going to be the underdog? Am I ever going to feel secure enough? And I'm so tired of being in my own head. So today I'm going to let that go. I am tired of using the word tired because I have realized I say that on a daily fucking basis. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. I am letting go the idea of being exhausted mentally from the pressure that I am putting on myself. So today I'm letting go the feeling of being exhausted. I am letting go of hustle. I'm letting go of hustle. And I've said this a lot before and I've never really let it go, but I am letting go of hustle today. There's no need for it. There's no need for it. My business doesn't need hustle anymore. It needs me being me, and it needs me being the coach and the leader that I was put out here to be. It doesn't need me being launching every 5 fucking minutes. Last one, restricted. I have restricted myself in so many ways, unconsciously and subconsciously, and not even realizing how much I was restricting a lot of myself. I really hope my smoke alarm doesn't go off, just in case. I was restricting myself and my life and my business because of this goal. So I'm no longer feeling restricted. Today I let go of restricted. I don't know why. This is very comforting for me to watch things burn. I think it's very... so that was the last one. So I guess the overall lesson and the overall empowering, inspiring, or motivating thing I can give you is do this for yourself. Sit down and write what you actually say for an entire day. Write the emotions that are behind what you're saying every single day. And you're going to have moments like this where it is kind of like someone smacked you in the face because you don't even realize what you're saying sometimes. And it's so important to know that these goals, and I'm a goal setter. I love goal setting, but I also know that goals can turn something so big and beautiful into something so nasty and something so heavy. And that's not what they're supposed to be. So if you're sitting here and you're setting these goals for yourself and you're feeling suffocated, you're feeling like they're heavy, you're feeling like you're restricted, you're feeling all of these feelings, I ask you today to literally let them go. To let them go, to write them on a Post-it, to burn it, to rip them up, to whatever you need to do in order to release this pressure on yourself, because you have so much pressure on yourself already. You don't need to fucking add any more pressure. You don't need to. The only one putting it there is you. And when you take that second to realize that, it's very powerful, because if you were the one putting it there, you are the one who can change it. Don't put that on other people. Don't expect your husband or your brother or your sister or your mother to be able to lift this rock off your shoulder. You've got to do it yourself in whatever means necessary. So, thank you so much, guys, for being here. As you can tell, this was a very emotional experience for me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like what you saw, go right ahead and click the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to head over to iTunes and check out my podcast, Fierce as Fuck. Thank you so much, and go grab today by the balls and make it your bitch.